the last thing I want to ask you about, because I know that you, aside from all this, have been dogged in your role as an investigator and getting to the bottom of stuff. James Comer and the House Oversight Committee have released this report into President Biden's alleged mental decline, according to them. And it really raises some concerns about the legality of some of the actions he took, pardons, executive orders, whether or not he knew he was doing them. You've got testimony from Jeffrey Zients, his chief of staff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this report. Are you going to pick up this ball or look into some of this aspect of it? What is your role going to be with this newfound information?
So before I answer that, let me go back and finish the first issue about Obamacare. So I described the damage. I mean, the solution is bring back free market competition into healthcare.
Can that be done quickly?
Yeah. I mean, you open up those individual markets, you let people buy whatever kind of insurance they want that states' insurance commissioners provide. You establish things like HSA accounts so more people are paying for the first dollar coverage. You allow high catastrophic plans. Again, it's bringing what works in the rest of our economy, free market competition to guarantee the lowest possible price, best quality, best customer service. With third-party payer systems, we pretty well, removed the benefit of free market competition out of healthcare, education as well. But that's the solution. Rick Scott's working on it. I'm working with him. He's an expert on this. So there are plenty of Republican ideas out there. We need a vehicle like a reconciliation bill or something to actually do it. We need the president to embrace it. But to answer your question on the AUTOPEN, I think James Comer's doing a great job on that. That'll be adjudicated in the court. I generally don't like duplicating people's effort. What we are doing is we're bringing in cabinet officials, the constitutional officers that are charged with adhering to the Constitution, including the 25th Amendment, and we are doing transcribed interviews with those people. We'll issue a report so the American public has a record of what cabinet officials saw and what they didn't see, quite honestly, how little time they spent with the President of the United States. We'll get a clear picture of this, hopefully to give future cabinet officials in that situation, which I hope we never have that impaired a president in the future, at least the guidance in terms of they have a responsibility here. We can't allow an impaired president, somebody who's not willing to carry out the official duties, or as Kamala Harris said, couldn't even campaign for re-election. That has to be addressed, and it's up to the vice president and cabinet officials to do that.
All right, guys, I hate to interrupt this conversation, but if you're loving the Sean Spicer Show, maybe you want something to snack on, join me in getting a great snack in masa chips. These things are unbelievable. No seed oils, just 3 ingredients. And I'm telling you, they've got a ton of great flavors. Original, blue, lime, habanero. Oh, it's amazing. Every one of them is great. You can dip them. They're amazing. Go to masachips.com/Sean, S-E-A-N, masachips.com/Sean. Use code word Sean, spelled the right way, S-E-A-N, to get 25% off. All right, back to this great conversation. And remember, if you're watching the Sean Spicer Show, the official chip, masachips.com/Sean, code word Sean. I think the key issue that you touched on is most of these people won't ever admit that they really never saw the guy. So when you're saying that he was doing well or he's fit for office, you have to also say, yeah, but did you ever really see him? And that's the thing that never gets asked in the media.
But by the way, I was in the Rose Garden, and I thought the AUTOPEN photo of was a meme, an internet meme. It's not.
Oh, I know. It's anyway.
So you got Obama, you got Trump, then you got AUTOPEN, then you got Trump, and I just thought that
know that the second that they get their hands back on that White House, that whole thing's coming down. I mean, there's no way.
Who knows what kind of portrait of Trump they'll have? But
That's right. Senator Johnson, thanks for staying on top of this and always keeping us informed. I appreciate your insight and all your hard work.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet, sir.
Well, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get more.